Hey there, YouTubers! This is Kazuto, here to bring you the other deck profile, as I promised. This profile is the Seto Kaiba deck. So, you guys remember I uploaded the Yugi deck before this one. And I told you it was going to be two parts. There was the Yugi, and now we're on the Kaiba. This version of Kaiba is more related to his manga profile, but it does take some cards that he's used in other mediums as well. Now, I will tell you straight up, I do not own Card of Demise, so do not expect Card of Demise to be in this deck. Because I do not own Card of Demise, I do not own, what's his other spell card? The Dimension Fusion, I think it's called? Those are hard to get. Like, I don't have them at all. Dimension Fusion's expensive, and I don't have the money right now to purchase Card of Demise. So, other than that, I do have a bunch of cards Kaiba has used. So let's start with the very obvious. His extra deck. I'm using the Yugi sleeves and one extra sleeve because I like this sleeve on my Ultimate Dragon, because why not? And extra deck doesn't really matter what sleeves you run because they're not really the main deck. It's the main deck you got to worry about having the same color sleeves. So, as pretty unique to Kaiba, this is Kaiba's #1 fusion monster, the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. This one's the secret rare version, which is the Legendary Collection one. I think it's the Kaiba? LCKC? Yeah, that's Legendary Collection Kaiba. So I love this version of the Blue Eyes Ultimate. I was so happy when I pulled this. So yeah, I'm running this one. Then we have his last 3 fusion monsters, because we're not running the, we're not doing the Fang of Critias build, because that's kind of stupid. That is literally just too slow and too conditional. So we have XYZ Dragon Cannon with my favorite artwork. This cool alternate art, which I got off my friend. So I'm pretty happy I got this one. One copy of XY Dragon Cannon. I'm not using the Silver Letter Rare one because the Silver Letter Rare one I'm keeping for Chaz's deck when I decide to build the Chaz deck, which I need to purchase the cards for it. There's some cards I'm still missing from that. So, yeah. And I also have to purchase another copy of this, the XZ Tank Cannon, which that way the Chaz deck has one. But yeah, so pretty cool. My friend gave me the comments, so I'm pretty happy. And that's his extra deck. Just 4 cards. That's all that's needed. Now, I do plan to eventually run Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate and Blue Eyes Twin Burst, but I don't have them. I have to purchase them or get them off of a friend. So now we're on the main deck. For those of you who don't know, this is my favorite artwork of all time for the Blue Eyes White Dragon, which Kaiba always runs 3 of. So this is the original anime artwork for the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I have 3 of them in Ultra Rare, and they're from the very same set as the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. They're from the Legendary Collection. So these are the Ultra Rares, and they're in first edition. So all of them are first editions from the, if you can see right there at the bottom right here somewhere, it'll say first edition on the, I think it's the left-hand side of it. But, yeah. So I'm pretty happy I got these. First edition, fairly good condition, because, you know, I've been using them for the deck, because I play with this deck with friends. So, 1 X-Head Cannon, the Ultra Rare one, which I decided to put in the Kaiba deck. I do have some common ones of this as well. 1 Y Dragon Head, which my other copy of this common is, you know, all the way in the Chaz deck, which is out in the living room, because I'm waiting to purchase the rest of the cards needed. And both of mine are the original Y Dragon Heads, the commons, so. And then 1 Silver Letter Z Metal Tank, which is also an original. So, pretty happy. Now, here's a card he only uses in Duelist Kingdom, but he does also use this a lot in the manga. Sword Stalker. Sword Stalker is a high level, it's a level 6 monster with 2,000 attack points. So just so you can get a good look at it. Yeah, this card is really cool. He does use it, but he quit using it after Duelist Kingdom in the anime. Vorse Raider, which, pretty obvious, he runs this because it's one of his higher, stronger monsters for level 4s. Kaiser Seahorse, quick means of summoning the Blue Eyes White Dragon if it survives a turn. Lejin, the mythical genie of the lamp. Des Feral Imp, for recycling cards if needed. Different Dimension Dragon, cannot be destroyed by any monster who has 1900 or less attack points. So, or is it 1900 or more? Yeah, 1900 or less. So, got it right. It was 1900 or less. One Luster Dragon, number 2. Obvious. And one Luster Dragon, number 1. The original. So, obviously. One Lord of Dragons, pretty obvious. He runs this card in combination with Flute of Summoning Dragon. And it's good for protecting his dragons. Now, here's a card, just like how the Yugi deck had a special exception with Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning, this deck has a special exception using a card that he only uses in video games. And that card is Cyberstein. Cyberstein he uses in the video games. It's a fast way to freely summon the Egyptian, not the Egyptian. It's a fast way to summon Blue Eyes Ultimate. So he uses this card to summon Blue Eyes Ultimate in the video games. So you pay 5,000 life points, and boom, you get a free Blue Eyes Ultimate in response. Pretty obvious. Yeah, he doesn't use it in the anime or the manga or any other medium, but he does use it in the video games. So I made an exception because it's a good card. Now, this card is a temporary card because I want to switch it for his stronger ritual monster, the Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. But for now, I'm using Paladin of White Dragon. I like Paladin, but I also hate this card at the same time. The fact that it wastes your, you can't attack, I'm pretty certain you can't attack the turn you summon the Blue Eyes with this thing, which is kind of dumb. So, yeah, I don't really like that. So I want to replace it with one copy of Blue Eyes Chaos Max. And these two cards were running because he does run this exact ratio when he's running, his ritual monsters. He runs 2 of the ritual spell plus 1 of the ritual monster. I want to replace the White Dragon rituals with the Chaos forms. That way, we're running 2 Chaos form, 1 Chaos Max, instead of 2 White Dragon ritual, 1 Paladin. 1 Pot of Greed, 1 Graceful Charity. If I had Card of Demise, I'd be running it as well. Just so you know. 2 Flute of Summoning Dragon. Obvious. It's a fast way to combo off with Lord of Dragons. 1 Polymerization, so he can fuse. 1 D-Spell, just to save, face. If something happens to Blue Eyes Ultimate, we can defuse into Blue Eyes Ultimate, as long as it was summoned through Polymerization, which can happen. Monster Reborn. Melody of Awakening Dragon, which he uses in the manga. Wingbeat of Giant Dragon. He uses this in a later anime episode, if I remember correctly. I think he uses this in his Season 5 deck? Maybe Season 4? I don't remember which one. But I know he uses this. Soul Exchange. Obvious. Megamorph, which I am planning to take out at some point in exchange for Card of Demise. When I get it. 1 copy of Shrink, which he combos off with Crush Card Virus. So, pretty good combo. Spell Absorption. He gains 500 life points every time a spell card is played. So, pretty good card. Enemy Controller, which we all know he uses this thing. It's pretty hilarious. Then, pretty obvious, he runs his Ring of Defense with Ring of Destruction combo. So that starts off to his trap card and ends his spell card lineup at the same time. Then we're running Cloning, which he uses whenever your opponent normal summons a monster, so he gets a token with equal attack and defense points. Pretty cool. 1 Interdimensional Matter Transporter. 1 Negate Attack. 1 Crush Card Virus with the anime effect. Now, the anime effect I'm using is the later DM anime, which reads as follows. Activate only when a dark monster with 1,000 or less attack is destroyed by battle from your side of the field. Your opponent destroys all monsters with 1,500 attack or more on their side of the field and in their hand and deck. Damage calculation is applied normally. Those monsters cannot be special summoned from the graveyard. If this card is not in your graveyard, negate this effect. So, pretty good. Pretty powerful version of Crush Card Virus. And then finally, Shadow Spell. This is the version of Yugi deck that I'm running right now. As stated, I want to replace the Megamorph with Card of Demise once I get it, and I want to replace the Ritual Monster Paladin of White Dragon and its 2 Ritual spell cards for the other Ritual that he runs, which is his stronger Ritual Monster, the Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon with 2 Chaos form. The reason I like Chaos Max better is because it's a way stronger and more powerful Ritual Monster, especially with that double piercing battle damage. So, if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the notification icon for more notifications when I post a video. And remember, everyone, stay safe, and basically, remember to be all positive towards everyone else. As long as everyone's happy and getting along, we can all be on equal terms. That's pretty much how I see it. I see it as everyone just respect everyone. That's all we need to do. So, have fun with your deck profiles and stay safe. See ya!